started taking voice lessons in high school, and when you take voice lessons, more often than not, you're studying in the classical tradition, and you're studying with someone who is going to give you art songs and arias and musical theater songs as opposed to pop music. My voice teacher that I studied with in Metairie, her name is Sally Fisher, and she was a longtime member of the New Orleans Opera Chorus and a wonderful teacher in the classical tradition. What I really aspired to do was to be a music major, because I went to Mount Carmel for high school and I was surrounded by graduates of the Loyola College of Music, and that is what led me here. Not being a trained pianist in my growing up, I knew I needed to learn more about music and musicianship. I didn't know anything about music history, and I knew there was a great voice faculty here, so I knew I'd be in good hands.
I could have danced all night, I could have danced all night, and still have begged for more.
From Loyola, I went and got my master's degree at Indiana University, and I was there for a couple of years. While I was there, I did apprenticeships with the Central City Opera and Santa Fe Opera, and while I was at Santa Fe, I auditioned for the Lyric Opera of Chicago, Patrick G. and Shirley Ryan Opera Center, and ended up getting into that program, and I was there for 2 years. Following that, I was able to be a part of the Lulu at the Met this year, and I was able to make my Met debut in May 2010. And then this past summer, I did my very first summer as a Feline young artist with Wolf Trap Opera, and that brings us to the present. I would actually say that I've been thinking of myself as a business for quite a while now, because those ideas were put into my head while I was still a student here. And even as a student here, I was very busy. I came to school during the day, but I always had other projects going on. I taught voice and piano at my house, so that was a business. I had church jobs to manage. I had weddings and funerals to sing, and then I was always rehearsing for some type of production, whether it was opera, a recital, a musical theater, or a theatrical production. Nowadays, it's very important to maintain a very good physical condition with yourself because of all the broadcasts and the live and HD performances that we're doing in the theaters these days. The casting in opera is becoming much more about your physical type, even more than the voice type. So that's important. And also, so staying in good health, you simply cannot perform at your best as a singer when you have a cold. It's very simple. The biggest piece of advice that I would give to people is a piece of advice that I often have to keep telling myself, and that is you have to do what you do best. Look into graduate schools, look into young artist apprenticeships and programs in the United States, and even the ones there are so many in Europe that they can do for the summer, to look into those, to audition, to get their name out as much as possible, to not to let any opportunity pass them up, to do lots of competitions, the ones that are appropriate as your age requirements go, and to have fun, because if you're not enjoying yourself, then perhaps this isn't the career for you. Stick with what you're good at. Sometimes I feel almost embarrassed to keep presenting, the same couple of arias. It's like, gosh, they've heard me sing this a million times. But that is really what you need to do. You need to present yourself, put your best foot forward. I'll never forget when I was a graduate student at IU, I was selected to sing on a master class for Carol Vaness, who's an American soprano. And I was trying to decide what to sing for her, and my voice teacher and my accompanist in my lesson said, you need to sing this piece because it's what you sing best. I said, really? And they're like, Angela, the first time that this woman is going to hear you sing, you need to sing what you sing best so she hears you at your best. All it takes is that kind of inspiration. Keep an open mind and to keep a positive attitude. Work hard to find what they do best and work at the pace that they know that they can work at, and have a really good time.